Hey there, thanks for watching. If you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button. This is, if all goes well, should be the last day of harvest 2020. As you can see, we got about 50 acres here. We've got 2 of the pickers. We just finished getting them ready, cleaning the heads out. Should have enough fuel and water. Probably put a little, for sure put a little grease in the heads. We got the spear tractor right there. Rodney was here helping me this morning. Like I said, we got both pickers ready. I roll my window up to, not that it would matter that much, the truck's nasty. But yeah, we should finish today. We got water, fuel, wrap. Have to get after it. All right, we're about to get fired up. The cotton, the view's dried a little bit. Gotta shut that door. Right now, I am cleaning the exhaust filter, 7760. Cleaning the exhaust filter in the 7760 and greasing the heads in the 690. You finally got some sunshine, a little wind. The cotton is dried off. We're about to get fired up. I don't know exactly who's going to drive what today. We're a little short-handed. Jacob went, worked on a dirt pan. But what we do, basically, to see if it's dry, is just walk out in it and fill it. When the dews fail, they'll be just, there's still more moisture on it right now. And I talked to the guy running the other picker about in another smaller field up the road. He started just to roll some out and see what the moisture was. It was like 12.1, and we quit last night at 12.7, so it should, we don't want to go any over 13. So we're about to, you can see, a little glisten right here, a little bit of moisture right there, but roll it up, mix it up, some of that dry cotton on top. Should be dry enough. Here we go. All right, we're rolling. I'm in the 690. Like I said, mine was still cleaning the exhaust filter, and Rodney was going to finish greasing the heads. I don't know if I've done it in the 7760 or not. I know I have it in the 690. Kind of went over the controls and what we're looking at right here. This is the accumulator. We don't have any in the baler right now. This is the picture of the baler. The size of the RM right now, well, we have some in there because it's at 70.9 inches diameter of the bale. When that gets up to the top of the accumulator right now, a little red mark, you can see that. This metering roll spins, that belt rolls back into the baler, which spins it around, more belts, basically a hay baler. When that auger's on, that's metering some back into the baler. And as long as that auto button's on, it's supposed to work. When that word of auto starts blinking, as long as the auto button is not blinking, it means it's in automatic mode, which it will take from what's baling into the accumulator, or what's in the accumulator, and roll it into the basket turn the belts in the baler and form a module. This display also has the gauges, or tells you exactly which rollers are turning. There's 3 rollers that turn it into the bottom, 1 that shoots it into the belt into the back, and all the belts on the baler, similar to a hay baler, work together. That's the moisture, which is at 10.5 right now. It's came up since we started. It started like 11.8, which the sun's just really now broke through. It is supposed to be about 65 to 68 today for a high. And right here, we're about to build one. We're about to send a full accumulator into the baler, and 85 inches, we bale at 90. And right here is the rear view camera on the right side that shows count 2 of a video of a handler, and that is the rear roller, which is wrapping right now. Is that right? No, it's not wrapping, just rolling. I'm not as familiar with the 690. I ran it, if I've ran the 7760 over there 1,000 hours, I've ran this one 5 total, maybe. I'm trying to show you some of what it looks like when we actually wrap, where that's me taking over at the end from the road track. If that button there, excuse this nasty interior, if that button is on, the little light right here, that means the road track is engaged, and this button right here activates it when you get on the right road. I run auto steer a lot on mine, which you can run both at the same time. All right, we got a little bit of kookaburras at the end. We've got a water furrow drain down here that I'm trying to. All right, that's got, what is that? What was that alarm? I'm gonna engage the road track right here. Just same sound as auto steer. All right, 11.3 moisture down here on this end, 0.3%. All right, we're at 89.4. I'm not sure exactly what this one does. All right, here's the wrap emblem. It's building the wrap. This right here, you should be able to see the yellow roll come into view. 89.8. I'm going to have a full accumulator. I'm going to have to stop. Wrap low 1 portion. There's the number 1 on the wrap. It's blinking auto. I push this, and I might have to stop, I'm afraid, because my accumulator has gotten full. I don't know if it got out of sequence when I turned or what. It does that sometimes. It may have time. Right there, it's going to show the picture of it ejecting. A lot goes on at that moment. Yeah, it's going to close. It's going to get closed in time for the accumulator not to be completely full. I'm going to drop this bale, that's a picture of the handler. It's the same hydrostat button setup as a combine auger, so that's a little confusing. You raise it back up once the bale is gone. It comes back up. Where you never have to stop. That's why these pickers are so time efficient. That's why they're so expensive. And of course, you got the fuel and the oil pressure, temperature, things like that. Yep, that's basically over and over and over again what you're doing. We're up to down 9.7. I don't think it reads right unless it's baling, which it is right now. So it got up to 11.2. And it is like 10:45 in the morning. We got to go to that hillside right there. I'm not sure if anybody's coming to help me or not. Rodney could drive it, but he has not been trained. He's been running a spear tractor all year, and as close as we are to avoid any hiccups. Normally we don't back up and turn like this every time, but they planted really close to the end. This is a custom harvest job, and they planted this with a 6-row planter. And it's pretty tight quarters for this big guy. All right, I'm in the 7760 now. I've got my display. Oh, there's my 6 rows. Something happened with the route, as you can see right there. On that last roll I made, that sucker did a little hiccup, a little scare. No problem, it's out of route, but some sensor in there somewhere needs wiped off or cleaned or replaced or something, because it did not. Better set my auto track so I don't have to steer. Okay, yeah, that sensor in that roller somewhere, if you can see right there, no major problems, but apparently that's putting more than one roll, or the excess of those rolls that we're using on the last one when it goes to 0. That's what the display of the 7760 looks like versus the 690. Very similar. Road track is engaged here, here, there. It's already at 80 with 3 bars of accumulator. That's the thing, the little metering roll. The belt is engaged. Same deal here, metering roll. Belt engaged, baler's spinning, rolling. Temperature gauge, fuel gauge, 5 mile an hour. That's, I forgot to show you on the other one, 23 PSI for the moisture system, 12 rolls of route left. A lot of stuff to watch, but we have auto track engaged here and road track. Now we're wrapping. That's what that one looks like when it's wrapping. There's the little wrap emblem when it gets to 90. Sorry for the bumps. I'm going through a little wet patch. A few sprayer ruts, things. Eject process ready. Auto will blink. I push the top of this auto button right here. It starts to eject. You watch that. Back up from the rear view camera. The right side, it ejects. Everything looks slick. You got a picture of a bale there. When all that goes back to normal, you can drop it, and I'm going to. And it'll show that. You can see it in the rear view camera. It's gone. I click back up. It raises. Same thing here, same kind of gauge. And we turn around and do it all again. Some guys spreading lime up there. They had to pull everything up out of the field, out of that bean field. Get out of their way. Always something. Well, I've messed up. See that broken off limb? Not the one on the ground, the one right there. I backed into it. Still picked. Still picked about 5 acres after it happened. Picked 5,000 acres. Nothing wrong. My dad's on one last round. I made a full module, and he's gonna put that one. He's going to have to make another small one. But yeah. I guess it's kind of looks funny right there, but yep, wrecked it pretty good. The limb was a little bit taller than the camera view, and I didn't see it when I was backing up, but I seen it after it broke off and fell down into my handler. Broke that light. I don't know. Not very cool. Not very cool at all. Didn't affect the baler. Didn't affect anything. Didn't even break the camera. Kind of twisted the angle a little bit. But we're finished. All right, before we go and get back on the road, we're going to drain the solution tank down at about 120. Drain it down to about 30 gallons. Put a couple jugs of antifreeze in it. Run them through the moisture system, run the fans till it runs out of water. Then it will be winterized. That's what the rear of a cotton picker is supposed to look like. So one last breakdown for the year. All home. The other picker is about 10 acres from finishing.
Right, Nick.
And we're waiting on another truck to escort. We like to put one in front, one in back.
You talked to him, dude?
And he's supposed to be getting close. Yeah, he said he was on 32. He said he went down there and turned around the store. I think I look at the Helena sign. We got across the street from it. How about it, Nick? Where you at right now? Anyway, well, Nick made it after all. He didn't know which side of the highway we were on from town, so. But he found us. We're good. Had to get up on the road, head back to the shop.